Hello, 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 Scorpios. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Are you ready for your reading for the 29th through the 29th through the 25th, 19th through the 25th of July? Oh my goodness. And we got a big one this week. We got a full moon this week. So we're going to get started here. I just want to say first off, thank you so much. This is the 18th when I'm recording this. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube doing tarot. So I want to thank you for all your support, your views, your likes, your subscriptions, just popping in and checking out my channel. I appreciate it so very much. I hope that you do enjoy it and you get something from it, and that it helps your life in some way. All right, so let's get going here. This is the 19th through the 25th through Scorpios. And for those brand new, I am going to pull 3 oracles. These are oracles. They're sort of like, if you're new to tarot, like a theme deck. They've got some messages in it. Most readers will do past, present, future, or current, past, present, future. I do present and future, but my first card is divine. So this is the message he's come to give to you to help you on your path. Or maybe you've been asking, hey, up there out in the sky or wherever you are, or God or whatever, you want to be asking, should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Is this the person I'm with? Should I be with this person? Should I not be with this person? Why aren't they coming back? Why is my life turning out this way? Whatever it is, this is your definite card for you. Okay, so hopefully it'll help and resonate with you. All right, so let's get these. I got one card. I got his card out already. He definitely must have a message. So I can't even shuffle. Let's get the other two. Current energy and future energy. Now, for future energy, remember that's astrology too. I do astrology and numerology. So I look at the planets and seeing what they're doing and how that relates to divine. So we're going to do that too. So let's see what your future energy is about this week. We are almost at the end of July, guys. Oh my gosh. Holy Toledo. Okay, that one fell first, so you come forward. I'm not doing 4 cards. I could, but no. Okay, so first card out is Divine's card. This is the message to you from him. Whatever you are on the fence about, whatever you're questioning, you're not sure, this is why you're watching tarot, this is your message. So it's the hawk. Okay, the hawk, definitely when you think about birds and flying, they're a messenger. They send messages, they bring things, they take things, they do that kind of a thing. This is about omens and messages. This is the number 2 as well. You're like, Pat, but that says number 11. In numerology, it is the number 2, which means it is bringing 2 people together. If you want to look at it, 11 is the most, or 1 is the most powerful number in numerology. And if you want to say, okay, that's 1 twice, well, then it's definitely making something new come forward, something fresh, something new. But it is also the number 2, bringing a partnership together or separating it. So you can look at it both ways, and whichever way you want to look at it, this is your message, not my message. This is your message. So the hawk is bringing messages and omens. So there's maybe something coming this week that you're going to hear. You're going to get a text. You're going to get a phone call, whatever it is. This is going to sort of put you in a position where you might have to make a decision. The reason why I say that is your current energy is about restriction and the number 8. So it's about a progress. Okay, it could also, the number 8 can also mean rewards, but in order for us to get our rewards, there has to be a process. There has to be something going on. Like last, I just did Pisces, didn't I? Yeah, Pisces, and theirs was about the bee being industrious, and then you get your sweet rewards. But this is about restriction, so you might have to have some standards and boundaries in place and stick to whatever you believe in there. All right, your future energy is the cow. Okay, and the cow is also the number 2. Again, remember I said that the universe, the planets and astrology and the divine work together? 2 and 2. Numerology. I don't make this stuff up. I can't. I'm not a magician. I don't know how to even shuffle the cards if I tried to be a magician. But this is about nourishment, abundance, asking, and receiving. So we're in the abundance phase of the planets because we're right before the full moon. So right before the full moon, we have what's called the waxing moon, which is the abundant coming in. So this is the time to bring it forward, to bring it towards you. But when that full moon hits, and then we go on the other side of the full moon, we're then releasing. So that's why we're asking and receiving this week. We're asking and receiving. Okay, but this abundance and nourishment is really huge. So when we look at the cow, I'm talking about the future energy, and maybe this is the message that divine has for you, because it's to bring something or someone together. Okay, so a lot of people, when I say that, oh, I'm going to have a relationship, I'm going to have boyfriend, girlfriend, that's not necessarily true. It could be, but it doesn't mean that at all. It just means that it's manifesting it to come towards you, to be together. It's actually a partnership, which is actually with number one, and one is equal. Okay, but with the cow, you have to be the one to be restrictive in your what do you call it, boundaries. In your boundaries, they need to be healthy. Okay, so if somebody's coming in like in a partnership or asking you to do something that is not really ethical or right, you need to keep your boundaries, your integrity, your morals, and your values high, because it might be a test. So the divine sometimes will throw us a test to make sure that we are staying with our standards, keeping with the nourishment that you're getting as high as possible. So this cow, if you feed it crappy hay, it's going to put out crappy milk. If you give it nourished, green, fresh hay and good nourishments and maybe some vitamins and things, it's going to put out really healthy milk. So this is the same with you. When you put in healthy thoughts, you get out healthy actions. You put in crappy thoughts, you get crappy actions, kind of a thing. Low vibrational, boom, boom. Low vibrational thoughts, you put out low vibrations, negative, deceit, all that kind of a stuff. So this is your future energy. So, but there is something coming towards you that you're going to have to hold up. Your restrictions by boundaries, saying yes or no, again, asking and receiving, and the thing is, you might have two things at once, and you will need to know which one to go with, and that's only by asking and receiving the information. It's like a date. When you go out on dates, you go through 3 dates, guys. If you're young, 3 dates. That's all a person gets. That's all a girl gets. That's all a guy gets. You got one, you go and you meet, and it's a little uncomfortable, and you're a little nervous, and you ask a few questions, and you maybe have an interest, and you go maybe on a second date. That second date begins the interview process. Third date is the final interview, because you don't want to waste your time. Okay, that is the restrictions. You don't want to waste your time. Time is the most precious commodity, and why waste it with somebody that, oh yeah, they have potential. Oh, he's good looking. She's beautiful, but you know what? Brains aren't there. So, but yeah, but she's beautiful, and he's handsome. Waste of time. You're wasting time. Divine did not send that person to you. Divine did not send that person to you. Got to pay attention to the messages and the red flags. As soon as your intuition is telling you, then that's the time to say, you know what, third date, we're done. All right. But 3 dates, you should know if you want to move forward with them or not. Okay, so first card out is the 10 of Cups. What a wonderful, wonderful way to start this out. So something good is coming. There is a message or something of good that is of your desire and hopes. It is for your future. It does make you think about your future. It is a creative way of the communication. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll come in another way. However, it is an opportunity to look at things and pay attention, because this might be a test. Sometimes when it looks too good to be true, it is. That's when you have to ask and get receive more information. Be really factual. Listen to what the divine is telling you. If that person isn't good, and you have to ask divine first, especially in relationships, ask divine, is this person somebody you sent? Because if he sent it, man, it's going to be good for the rest of the time. If he didn't send it, it's going to go sort of this way, it's going to go this way, it's going to go this way, all over the place. That's world. This is world. And if it's sent by divine, it's like a plane taking off, and and you're off on a very good vacation. That's not why I said that though. But there is some kind of travel coming that definitely is about bringing something together. So this might have been in the works for a little while, but it might be just somebody that's just getting started. This future travel, because this is wands, there might be just talk of travel at this time. Definitely talk of travel. But this has the potential to have a very beautiful, beautiful ending, whatever it is. Okay, it is going to bring you to be, because a lot of the times when people look at the 10 of Cups, they say, oh, it's marriage, it's children, it's whatever. It can be, but however, that's not everybody's happiness or joy, but it is going to bring you that complete joy for yourself, whatever that is. All right. So that's hopefully what this message is about. Again, it's about definitely keeping your boundaries. That thing popped right out of there, didn't it? Keeping your boundaries and your standards and your integrity high. I don't know if you guys have heard of like evenly yoked. Definitely that's sort of integrity. That's just your morals, your values, your integrity, your character. That definitely is it. You want somebody who's evenly yoked. Because you put a liar with somebody who tells the truth, you're going to end up with a mess. A cheater, somebody who cheats constantly, and somebody who is very loyal and consistent, big mess. Okay. We do have the 5, right in the center, we do have the 5 of Pentacles. Oh. 3, 6, 7. Oh. I said this before, change might be coming. Right in the 5 of Pentacles. With the 5 of Pentacles, what does that mean to you guys? That's basically, could be a lot of different energies here. I'm going to give you 2 energies because I hear 2 things coming through. So if this is that energy that you're moving forward, that this message is coming, that you're going to keep your integrity, you're going to ask a lot of questions and get a lot of information, and it's going to be good, healthy information. This is for your future. Remember, this is for 2. This is for bringing something together or blowing it apart. God does things so that he brings us together. Whether we learn a lesson during that time and move on, or we learn that lesson and we stay together, he brings somebody. But the thing is, we got to ask the questions. We can't have fear in asking the questions. So here we need to get some information so that we can grow to this beautiful success that is coming. It is coming. However, there is another energy out there that actually has somebody in their life that is either been injured, is maybe not well, and they're feared. They're fearful because they don't know what's going to be forward in their futures. And then this person may travel to them. So this information may come to travel to support them and help them and lift them up. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but I'm getting energies and goosebumps all over. For this other energy that is moving forward, this is just a real short thing. I think this person is probably getting older, like mom, dad, grandpa, something like that. But the thing is, the fear is in the elder that, they're not going to be fine, but I think they're going to be just fine. It's just, we have that fear as getting older. It's like, am I going to be okay? It's like with my leg replacement. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be able to walk again like I did before? Am I going to be able to, hike? Am I going to be able to do things that I wanted to do before? So as we get older, we have those things in our mind because we're not young chickens anymore. Like in your 20s and 30s, you bounce back like that. Used to bounce back real quick. Now I don't bounce so much. I just sort of say stuck on the floor. Can somebody help me up, please? That's us getting older, okay? So if you have that and you have the ability to go travel and just support them and lift them up, the things are going to be fine either way, and it will be just all good. However, it is stressing you out. It is definitely stressing you out for this energy. For this other energy, this is something that is moving forward. You have a friend or somebody. Sorry, I got a hair. I keep losing my hair. As I get older, your hair is thinning. I hate it. But the thing is, this energy here that is beginning to move forward. They're going to have good energies, good things that are going to be opening up doors opening for them. There is a friend or somebody that you're close to that is afraid that you're just going to leave them behind. That's for the second energy. I don't know who that's for. So if you have somebody close to you that they're like, man, and sometimes when that happens, they try to sabotage you because they're sad. It's like, you don't want to go do that. You don't want to travel there, or you don't want to move to that job. You don't want to go to school over there. You don't want to. Don't listen to that. That's the low vibration speaking. That's fear. Fear of being left alone. You know what? You can always offer, hey, well, come with me, move with me, be a roommate, be whatever, or just, it's just a fear. But then you got to be careful because whatever their journey is their journey. So it may take that separation to move forward in your path and their path, whoever's that is, because it definitely does have to do with your future. And it does have to do with about working hard and getting that abundance, that enrichment, the healthy thinking, that new knowledge, that fresh knowledge. And it is also too about the number 8. It is about your process. It is about your journey. It is about the next step, moving to that next step. Why? Because you have change coming. You have Tower. The Tower is coming. The Tower makes change. And what happens? I like to look at the first card and the last card in the readings because we have change. Something has to give to get to the end result, to the completed result. Now, number 10 is a completion. It's finally finished. But this could be also too, whatever your heart is moving towards for your future, because we have pentacles in here. Okay. Again, for your future, we have pentacles, we have wands. Okay. We have cups. So this is about your desires, what you want for your future. And again, you are going to have to be strong in your restrictions, your boundaries, your healthy boundaries, your balance. Okay. For those of you, there are energies out there that are afraid to ask. Say you go into a relationship. I'll tell you from experience, age, and wisdom, you go into a relationship and you're afraid to ask them because maybe they won't like it. Maybe they'll reject you. Maybe, it'll create a little bit of a kerfuffle and you don't like that. You don't like confrontation, whatever it is. You really, really need to face that fear. Because if this is a person, say if you're in a relationship, or even a professor, or even a parent, or even a friend or a boss, if you're afraid to face them with a question, then you're in the wrong place. This is something you have to face. And the thing is, I can't say that you're in a wrong place. Let me take that back. You're in a place where you need to see that you have courage, because this might be a weakness of yours. So if it's a relationship, I will say, if you're afraid to ask your partner something because of a negative reaction, that is a wrong relationship. Because you should be open and free to ask that person anything. If you're going to be with them and you're going to be with them for the future. Now, if you're just dating around and you don't care about the future and then you wouldn't worry about that. But most people looking for their future. If I can't ask my partner, my husband, boyfriend, whatever, anything that I need or ask or want, then that's the wrong person. Because they should be able to make you feel open enough to be free to ask. If it is a boss, this is a fear you just face. Ask and receive. Okay, that's your future energy. This is something you have to work on and face. A lot of people don't ask because they're in the world process of your mind because you're worried about what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say, what other people might do. So if I'm going to go ask my boss a question or a professor a question, I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm asking from him and me and her or me, that kind of a thing. But the problem is I'm spiritual. I don't care what people think. I don't care. But also, too, there is a fear of rejection. So sometimes when you ask a question, hey, do you want to go out? No. Okay, they're not the right person. So it just saved you a bunch of time, a bunch of stress, a bunch of headache, and you don't want to waste time. You do not want to waste time. I'll tell you, if you're young, guys, Time is the most precious commodity. Spend it where you want to spend it, not where you should spend it. Should means that you are doing something you do not want to really do. You're just doing it to suffice somebody else's feelings or something. It's an obligation word. All right. It's an obligation word. Are these upside down? These were, so these fell this way. Okay, so we do have the Hermit card next. Hermit card popped up in Pisces too, because this is about looking at the whole picture. It's looking down on the whole project, looking down on the whole thing of your goals for the future, taking a look at that. What is it going to take to get that? What is it going to take to get there? It may take moving. It may take traveling. It may take hard work. It definitely will change your process. It will take some boundaries. In this case, this is boundaries. But what the great thing is, and you can't see it right now, you really can't see it right now because this is coming in the future, because this is what the divine is saying. Get ready. I've got something coming for you. Something or someone coming for you. And it may bring somebody that you know already. Okay, so it may be someone or something. Now, this person, because we've got the number 2 in here quite a bit, might be a person of the past as a partnership. It might be something that you guys are going to get together with and, brainstorm and do something together. Doesn't mean a relationship, but it might be doing something together. I don't know what that is for you guys. Okay. All right. Let's see what else the divine. Woo. That came in right. So we have the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is definitely somebody who is in the negative thought process. So you're off balance a little bit. So you're thinking more, well, I can't do that. You're thinking more vibrational thoughts. I don't have the confidence to do that. I don't know how to do that. You're looking at all the don'ts rather than do's. So this is what's keeping you sort of stuck. This is your fear that you have to face. This is something like, I'm doing a video called Picking Up the Pieces on sexual abuse, how to survive, heal, and live with sexual abuse. I'm doing it because I have firsthand knowledge, and also I coach girls and people on it. But the thing is that this is a victim mentality. It's sort of like, I can never do it. It's never going to happen for me. I just don't know how to do it. It's taking those thoughts and turning them around. You know what? I don't know how to do it, but frick, we got Google. We've got YouTube. We've got all this kind of stuff to learn how to do it. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. There's so many coachings, counselings. There's like John Gray on relationships and your mindset and blah, blah, blah. There's all kinds of coaches out there. But this has got to change. This has got to change. Because it's a mindset that's holding you back. Especially if this is for your future and it's going to take travel or it's going to school, it's going to change your world. And why not change your world for the better? Change it for the better. You got to listen to what your intuition is telling you, what your divine is telling you, because it is a celebration. Again, that's your last card out. Celebration. You have to acknowledge it. It's the number 3. You have to acknowledge that this is going to come. You're going to think positive and lift yourself up. And yes, it is going to happen. And yes, I'm going to keep my integrity and my character. And I am going to be who I'm going to be. And I'm going to keep moving forward. And I'm going to take my passion and my purpose and my calling and go. And then somebody will be brought in to you. All right. All right. So let's go through love and relationships, since there really isn't love here. I mean, there is a connection with someone here. With somebody from the past. They may be calling you, maybe be texting you. It's like, wow, I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you doing? That kind of a thing. Could be somebody from your past childhood, or maybe you went to school with, might be contacting you that you would have never expected. This is going to be a good thing. You just can't, when you do that, though, don't start talking about all the crap that's happened to you. Think about all the good things that have happened to you. And that's where your mindset begins to change, because you don't start thinking about the things that happened to you that were wronged or unfair. You think about the things that are good and that you're forward moving. Those things that are wrong and unfair is backward moving, is keeping you in a low vibration. It's sort of like it's just spinning, and you've got to stop and think of the future. And so you think of the positive parts. Oh yeah, I went through that, but you know what? I'm so good about that because I learned a lesson or something happened really good from it. Blah 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 blah. It's like, again, when my brother was murdered, yeah, worst thing, unfair, horrible, horrible. Yes, you work through your grief. Yes, you work through all that pain, that sorrow, and everything. However, you take that and you turn it around. And people will tell me, there's no good in that. He's dead. And I'm like, there is good in that, because I know him better through his friends at that time, his stories, the stories that he has. It's almost like when you look at a religious Bible, those are stories. The person's gone, but these are stories about a person, a deity, that kind of a thing. It's a history. So there is good. And I know more in his death than I did in his life. And I got to speak to him while he was gone. Yes. Supernatural stuff we cannot understand 100%. So that's why I talk about the divine a lot, because second dimensional, it's out there. And whether you like it or not, whether you believe in it or not, your intuition is second dimensional. Did you know that? Discernment, second dimensional. Clairvoyance, second dimensional. Feeling people's energies, seeing people's energies, seeing spirits, second dimensional. Third, fourth, fifth, whatever you want to call it. Something we cannot explain, and we don't need to. We don't have to question it. It just is. Accept it. All right. So we have the word Lord, okay, for whatever relationship this is. Okay, these are upside down, so I am going to turn that around because I had those upside down. So if you're going into a relationship, or you're just having, love can be of friends, love can be of relationships, and it could be of different levels. Love has 8 different levels. We have 5 different love languages, and this could be at any of those levels. So you could be love of a friend, love of a parent, love of a family member, love of a boyfriend, love of starting to date, kind of a thing. So the word Lord is about communication, praise, and dishonesty. And the only way you can do that is ask and get your questions answered, receive the answer. And the other thing is to keep your boundaries and your integrity, your morals, your values high. So definitely, because when we do this and we praise, and dishonesty is something we don't want. When there's confusion, that is lower vibration. And if you believe in Satan or the devil or whatever, that's going on there. If you believe in God, then that's actually God telling you, hey, I'm protecting you. They're being dishonest. Red flag. They're going to be dishonest about something so simple or something at the start. They're going to be dishonest in the... Can they change? Yes, they can, but that's not your job to change them. Okay? We want good communication. Same level. We've got a partnership here coming up that takes 2 people talking to each other nonstop. That's messages. Number 2. You need to be talking. Where'd the other number 2 go? Oh, future energies. Okay, so we definitely need to be talking, really paying attention to the red flags, really listening to our intuition. Definitely, red flag, put those little flags up. Oh man, I cannot make this up, guys. I am not a magician. Also, that is about the number 7. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my phone. It's about your potential. So you want your potential to be at the highest of highest. I mean, you can keep your standards way too high. Don't expect, just keep your standards. Don't expect anything from anybody. Keep your standards and everything, because what's really interesting is this new moon in Gemini is, what did I just say? Communication is key. I am not a magician. I do not know how these cards fall. I just know that the divine gives me messages and downloads, and this is for you. This is not for me. So communication is definitely key. Trust is built on communication and truth, absolute truth, not human truth. because their truth could be one thing, yours could be another. Well, I believe that sky is red. I believe that sky is blue. Well, maybe you've got a vision issue and it is red, but that's not the real truth of what color it is. If you really want to know what color the sky is, it's really black. It's the sun's reflection that makes it blue. Anyway, communication is key, guys. Be honest, be honest, be honest, be honest, be honest. Walk in the truth as I teach. All right. Wow. This is your reading, Scorpios. Again, thank you so much for this year. Thank you so much for viewing and subscribing, hitting all the likes. I greatly appreciate it. If you pop in several times and you haven't subscribed, why not? If you, this is not only for me, but for any creative YouTuber. If you're watching them over and over and over again, the way that they know that they're being accepted or are being doing a good job, put it that way, is to hit the subscription button or the like. So I would ask that if you continue to come back to my channel, that you please hit the subscription button or the like button. We appreciate it very much. So, because it is a lot of hard work. And for me, it's a lot of hard work, but it's also the energies that I'm bringing in from divine. It is very wearing. That's why I only do 3 or 4 a day. I can't do any more because I'm drained as an empath, because I'm doing this for you guys. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now, don't forget the full moon. If you do want to watch the full moon reading, that's going to be on the 23rd. I don't know the time, so hit the subscription button and the bell, and you'll be notified when I'm on. I will try to put a thumbnail up by the 20th, though. But subscribe, hit the bell, you'll know when I'm on, and for your sign as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it resonated with someone and it helped you. Definitely the divine is here about helping and never doing anything destructive. So please don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care, guys. See you on the 26th live. All right. Bye.